Hey folks, it's September 15th, and September 15th is a very special day for us on YouTube, that is within the community. Um, it is USAC build start day. I love this build. I love this group build. I've been a part of it pretty much since the second one. The first one was invitation only. They built the 40 Ford, which was a kit that USAC was very partial to. It's a very special kit to him. And that's the whole goal, is that the person that's chosen to pick the kit picks something that's sentimental to them. This year's picker was Fred Henry, and Fred, I knew he owned a 69 Camaro, and I knew he loved that car, and I kind of suspected that might be the choice. I wasn't for sure, but I kind of suspected. So I did prepare myself. I went to a model show and actually was able to pick up a kit. This is one I just built for the Street Machine group build. I like how this one came out. This is painted in a Ford red. I think they call it rapid red, or it's a 3-stage red. It's a candy coated red, and I just love how the color came out. I used some tires on it that aren't as wide, so I didn't have the issues. Had to put the springs and had to get creative on where I could put the shocks. I did this on my own just to have some fun. The engine is done with some aftermarket parts from Iceman just to dress up the engine, but the engine itself, the block, is the kit block. And then I used the heads are aftermarket, the intake is aftermarket, the carburetor's aftermarket. You have to be very careful. It's very tight in here. So I will tell you, the kit that I'm going to build is that one right there. This is the older Baldwin Motion, and it doesn't have the issues on the body, the wheel well trim that's been discovered by Frank at Frank's Model Works. Frank did a video on it. Just go to his channel and look up Camaro, 69 Camaro, and you'll see what he did to fix those issues. But basically, on the right side, the chrome trim around the wheel well disappears because the mold's gotten old and it's deteriorated. But I will show you some of the things that I ran into with this build that are key in building this. Now, some people, I think most people that I know that I've watched are either going to go stock. There's all these different directions. I can't really say that. That's not a fair statement. There's a lot of people talking Pro Street. There's a lot of people talking Pro Touring. There's a lot of people talking just factory stock. And I personally think that it's a beautiful car. But I did lower this car, and it's very easy to lower. The rear wheels are actually lowered by taking the on the rear leaf springs in the back. There was a riser on the back. I just cut that off, and it lowered it about, I would say, 1/4 of an inch, which was perfect because I wanted them to set inside the wheel well. And then they're just glued on the normal kit. I didn't have to modify that, so male and the female end worked pretty good. The fronts are lowered all the way up into the wheel well that's in here. And that gives it a really perfect look as far as I'm concerned. I did my first scratch built exhaust. Now I'll tell you what the problem is with this. When you set this car down and you look at it, it looks like it's setting really, really low. And the reason that is because of these humps that are in this floor pan. There's a hump here and hump here. It goes across this hump, then it dips, and then there's a hump, and it makes it drop that exhaust down. So if I had my druthers, I would build that straight back, and I would dump it right back here. I would almost put my mufflers here. And if you're building this for an IPMS show, you got to have mufflers on the car. What else can I tell you? If you're using the kit floor pan, and you're not modifying it, you cannot put this rear valance on. You have to leave it off because there's not enough room. And the back of the actual kit floor pan is part of the molding process, or that helps stabilize this. So that's a key thing. I found that the best way, it's tight. So when you go to put this together, and you've got everything, you've got your chassis all built up, the best way to do this that I found is tilting the front in first and then lowering the back and then popping it in. That, to me, that's the best way to do it. That's the best way I found to do it. Other than that, this thing is just a dream, and look at how good that looks when you build it up. It just has a really good stance. It's a really pretty car, and I like how mine came out, and I can't wait to build another one. So what am I going to do with my build? I don't know. I have thoughts of factory stock. I have thoughts of Pro Touring. I have thoughts of Pro Street and how I would do that. So stay tuned. The inspiration will hit me. It ain't going to be built right away. I'm working on another Pro Street right now it's a 85 G body that I'm currently Pro Streeting for another group build. So I hope you guys enjoy the build, that the guys that are in the build enjoy the build, have fun with it. It's a really fun event. I really enjoy doing it. And I want to thank Lucas C. and Mark Batson for hosting them again this year. And I also want to thank Fred for making an outstanding pick. Y'all have a good night. I'm going to go watch some Monday Night Football. Peace out.